Good morning, my dear students. In this class, we are going to study about one more important lesson of 8th standard, that is ancient civilization of India here. Ancient civilizations of India. So, in these ancient civilizations of India, see, we are going to learn the Harappan civilization, the period of Harappan civilization was here 2500 BCE to 1500 BCE. So, Harappan civilization, we are going to learn Harappan civilization. What was the period of Harappan civilization is nothing but 2500 BCE to 1500 BCE. And also, we are going to learn one more important thing, that is Vedic Age. Vedic Age, and the period of the Vedic Age was 1500 BCE to 700 BC. So Vedic Age, one more important thing, that is Vedic Age. And what was the period of Vedic Age means nothing but that is 1500 to 700 BC. And again, this Vedic Age subdivided into two categories, that is Rigveda period, and also it is called early Vedic period. Early Vedic period. The period of early Vedic period or the Rigveda period was here 1500 to 1000 BCE. 1500 to 1000 BCE was the period of your Rigveda period or early Vedic period. See, one more is, that is post Rigveda period. Post Rigveda period or later Vedic period. The time of this post Rigvedic period was here 1000 to 700 BCE. See here, so in this lesson, we are going to learn the ancient civilizations of India. In that, mainly Harappan civilization. The period of Harappan civilization was here 2500 to 1500 BCE. And the one more important point, that is Vedic Age. The period of Vedic Age was in 1500 to 700 BCE. The Vedic Age also again subdivided into Rigveda period, or also we can call it a early Vedic period. The time of the early Vedic period was here 1500 to 1000 BC. The one more is post Rigveda period, or also we can call it a later Vedic period here. The time of that one here 1000 to 700 BCE. Let's move on to Harappan civilization. So in Harappan civilizations, we are going to learn the town life, town planning, okay, and their nomadic life. Those are the points we are going to learn in the Harappan civilization. Let's move on to Harappan civilization. The period of Harappan civilization, I have already told here, that is 2500 to 1500 BCE. It was the period. So, in this Harappan civilization here, the nomadic life became here stable. So, when the nomadic life became stable, is nothing but here. So in Harappan civilization here, how the people became stable in a one place here. See how the people became stable in one place. So in the Harappan civilization, they became stable in a mainly two places here. So they became stable in mainly two places called here. One of the place called here Burjhom, and another one is here Mehergarh. Another one is in these two places they became stable here. Who? The Harappan people here. Let's see first Burjhom here. So in the place called here Burjhom here, the people lived in the shallow pits here. So where they lived here in the Burjhom is nothing but the people lived in the shallow pits. So why did they live in the shallow pits means nothing but in order to protect themselves, from the weather, cold weather and also wild animals here. So because of that reasons they have lived in the shallow pits. Why means nothing but to protect in order to protect themselves from the cold weather and also from the wild animals here. And also they used to cook either inside or outside of the pits here. So where they were cooking their food means nothing but either inside or outside of the pits also here. So why means nothing but here in accordance with the weather. In accordance with the weather here, they are going to cook their food in either inside or outside of the pits here. Okay. So later, this is the highlights of the Burjhom here. So let's we move on to Mehergarh here. So this was the site here. It was in the Bolan Pass. Where it comes here? It comes in the Bolan Pass. And here the people were living in houses. But here Burjhom, the people were living in the shallow pits here. But in the Mehergarh, the people were living in the houses here. Okay, people were living in the houses and which had four or more parts. Four or more rooms. See, they were Mehergarh people were living in the where is nothing but in the houses. That houses had here four or more rooms. And also this was the first village came to our notice in the Harappan civilization. See, Mehergarh was the first village which came to our notice here. And also here there were the first one. These people were the first one to cultivate what means nothing but wheat, barley, and also rearing of cattle. They know cultivating the wheat and barley, and also they know here rearing of the cattle. They were the first one to cultivate wheat and barley, and also the rearing of the cattle here. And here the people, one more important thing here the people and animals. The people and animals were buried together here. Where? In the Mehergarh. Okay, in the Mehergarh, the people and animals were buried together here. Okay, so these are the highlights of Burjhom and Mehergarh. See, the people of the Harappan civilization people were stable in the two places called here Burjhom and afterwards Mehergarh. In the Burjhom here, the people lived in the shallow pits here, but whereas in the Mehergarh, the people lived in the houses here. Okay. And when we come to the urbanization of the Harappan civilization here, see, Harappan sites were discovered. You know that where the Harappan sites were discovered. See, the Harappan sites were discovered. What? The Harappan sites. See, the Harappan sites were discovered by the engineers. Harappan sites were discovered by the engineers who were laying the railway lines. Who were laying the railway lines where is nothing but the Sindhu Valley region of Punjab. See, in the Sindhu Valley region of Punjab, there the engineers were laying the railway lines. So during that time, they have discovered the Harappan sites. Okay, and these Harappan sites were known as the Harappan Civilization, which is said to be 4,600 years old. Which is said to be 4,600 years old. Okay. And what were the significance of these cities here? Harappan cities or sites here. What were the significance of that cities? Let's see that significance of the Harappan cities or sites here. What was the significance here? Significance means nothing but here importance of the Harappan cities here. See here the Harappan cities were of two or more parts here. The Harappan cities were having here two or more parts. So the parts were here the western part. See another one is here eastern part. See Harappan cities were having here two or more parts here. That is we call here western part, another one is the eastern part here. See, when we come to the western part here, it is very narrow. It is very narrow and at an elevated place. And also elevated. See, elevated place. And this we call here, citadel. See, western part is very narrow and at an elevated place, and which is known as here citadel here. So when we come to the eastern part here, this part is very wide, and also at a lower part, wide and also lower level, So because of this reason, it is known as here lower town here. So which one is the eastern part is very wide and also at a lower level. So it is called here lower town here. Okay. So this is here significance of the Harappan cities. See the significance of the Harappan cities were having here two or more parts here. One is western part or another one is eastern part here. The western part is very narrow and elevated place and it is known as here citadel. The eastern part is very wide and at a lower town. So because of this reason it is called here lower town. And one more important thing in the Harappan cities, that is Great Bath. Another one is Great Bath. It was found in the place called here Mohenjo-daro. Another one is here Great Bath. See, Great Bath here of Mohenjo-daro. See, the swimming pool at the Mohenjo-daro. The swimming pool at the Mohenjo-daro, see, is called a Great Bath here. Which one? The swimming pool. The swimming pool at the Mohenjo-daro is known as here Great Bath here. Okay. And what is the importance of this Great Bath? Means nothing but here it was built of bricks. It was built of bricks. Why means nothing but in order to protect from the what here means seepage of the water. It was built by the built with the bricks here. So why we built of the bricks? Why means nothing but in order to protect it from the seepage of the water here. Okay, and also it has two sides. It has steps on two sides here. It also had here steps on two sides. Okay, two sides, and also rooms all around here. Steps on two sides. Okay, and also rooms all around. And also we are going to see the rooms all around of the or greater bath here. And also then how the water were supplied, how the water was supplied in this place we studying. But see, water was supplied see from a well here. The water in this swimming pool supplied how is nothing but by a well. And also there was a drain. And also there was a drain here. Why is nothing but to let the used water out. To let the used water out. Because of that reason there was a drain also here. And also because of this reasons here. So because of this reasons only historians opinionated that. What the historians opinionated about this means nothing but their opinion important people, only the important people used it on special occasions here. So because it is having all these characteristics or futures, because of these reasons the historians opinion that here only the people, only the special people or here the important people were using this here on the special occasions here. Which one? The great bath here. Okay, and one more thing we are going to see, one more important thing of the Harappan cities, that is also here fire altars. See what here? Fire altars are also found in the places called here Kalibangan and Lothal. The places called here Kalibangan and Lothal, what we found is nothing but we found the fire altars here. Okay, and one more important thing, the systematic granaries also. What here? The systematic granaries also we found in the places called here Mohenjo-daro and Harappa and Lothal. See, the Harappa, Mohenjo-daro and Lothal, in these places we have found here what systematic granaries also here. What we found here, the systematic granaries also found where is nothing but in the Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and afterwards where? In the Lothal here. Okay, so these are the highlights of here, the significance of the Harappan cities here. So later we move on to the town planning of the Harappan people. See the town planning of Harappan people here. Town plan. See how was the town planning during the Harappan civilization. That is also very important thing here. See, when we come to the town planning of the Harappan civilization here in the lower town, common people were living here. See, where the common people were living means in the lower town. See, in the lower town, the common people were living here. Okay, and there was systematically laid out houses and roads also we are going to find here. Systematically laid houses and roads we are going to see in the town planning of the Harappans here. Where what here systematically laid houses and roads we are going to see. And later what we found means the houses were 1 or 2 storied here. 1 or 2 storied. 1 or 2 storied. Building we are going to see here. And those built with the bricks. Those were built with the bricks with the stronger wall here. Okay, and another one is here. Every house here, every house had a bathroom. Every house had bathroom, and it was connected to the main drain here. And this bathroom was connected with the where here main drain. See, main drain outside. Why means nothing but in order to let the used water out here. So that's why the bathroom was connected with the main drain outside here. So that is also one of the feature. And fifth one is here. These cities had also neatly laid out what means nothing but underground sewage system. And also we are going to find here underground sewage. See, underground sewage system also we are going to find in this town planning here. So it is neatly laid out underground sewage system also we are going to find here in the cities of the Harappan. And later here there was a hole. There was a hole in the main drain here. There was a hole in the main drain. Why means nothing but to do timely cleaning. To do the timely cleaning here. So there was a hole in the main drain here. See, these were the highlights of the town planning here. What means nothing but see, in the lower town the common people were living here, and also there were systematically laid houses and roads we found here, and one or two storage buildings, and bathroom also one of the main feature, and it was connected to the main drain outside. And also we are going to find here underground sewage system here. And finally here the hole on the main drain. Why is the but to do the timely cleaning, so there was a hole also to the main drain. So these were the highlights of town planning. Let's move on to the town life of the Harappan people. Next we go to the town life. Until here we have studied town planning. Now let's move on to town life. See, how was the town life of the people of Harappan here? Okay, so here apart from the houses, archaeologists found what means nothing but precious stones and metals, gems and jewelries and beads and also seals. Apart from the houses, the archaeologists also found these precious stones, jewelry, beads and seals also found in the Harappan cities here. So, which were used by the people. The people were using these things also here. So, that were also found by the archaeologists here. Okay. And the Harappan people also, what we found is nothing but we found the precious stones and jewelry, beads and seals found by the archaeologists here. And also one more important thing here, the Harappan people also cultivated what means nothing but wheat, barley and pulses, mustard and cotton. And the people of the Harappan were also cultivating here what means nothing but wheat, barley and pulses, mustard and also cotton here. So next here they were also weaving a cloth from the cotton here. They were also weaving, so I have already told they cultivated the even cotton also. So they were using this cotton to weave the cloth also. They know about weaving the cloth. Weaving the cloths. So later here, and also with these what cultivating the wheat, barley, pulses. With this, with the cultivation also here, they have also what we said about domesticated the animals also. They have also domesticated. They have also domesticated animals. See, called animals called here humped bull and humped bull, cow and buffalo, sheep, goat, dog. See, they were all domesticated by the people of the Harappan. And here the oxen were used to carry the heavy loads. What they used here? Oxen. Oxen were used to carry the heavy loads here. Okay. And also, see, they had trade contacts also with the other places. With this, they had the trade contacts also here. They had trade contracts. So, trade contracts with rural areas. They had the trade contracts with whom here nothing but with the rural areas. Rural areas, such as which of the places means which of the rural areas means Balochistan. See, Balochistan. Another one is Saurashtra, and Deccan. So with these areas, they had trade contracts here, and also even sea trade, like see Mesopotamia, and which was proved they had a sea trade with the Mesopotamia also here. Then how did it prove? Means nothing but it proved how means nothing but from the seals obtained here. So we have found the seals also, and beads, precious stones also. I have already told archaeologists found even that things also. From the seals we came to know they had sea trade with the Mesopotamia also. They had sea trade with which place means nothing but with the Mesopotamia here. So these are the highlights of the town life of the Harappan. So until here we have studied what means nothing but the town planning, and afterwards town life and the significance of the cities and the urbanizations we have studied in this, and later to what were the reasons for the decline of this Harappan civilization. That is also one of the main thing here. The reasons for decline. There were many reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Reasons for decline. See, what were the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization? So one is here, and historians' opinion or historians cited with the historians cited many of the reasons for the decline of the Harappan civilization. Mainly here, changed course of river, and another one is destruction of forest, and third one is floods, because of the floods also, and last one is migration. Migration of people to other areas. Migration of people to other areas. These were the main reasons for the declination of Harappan civilization here. What were those? Means nothing but changed course of a river, and destruction of a forest, and floods. Another one is what? Migration of people to other areas. So these were the main reasons for the declination of Harappan civilization here. So this is called here Harappan civilization. Okay, let's next we are going to move the one more important thing of this ancient civilization of India, that is Vedic Age. Vedic Age here. I have already told here what was the period of Vedic Age means nothing but that is 1500 to 700 BCE. 1500 to 700 BCE. And also this Vedic Age subdivided into two. What are those means nothing but Rigveda period, or also we can call it early Vedic period. And what was the period of the Rigveda or early Vedic period means nothing but that is 1500 to 1000 BCE was the period of Rigveda or early Vedic period. And another one is here, that is post Rigveda period. Post Rigveda period, or we can call it later Vedic period. So what was the time of this one is nothing but 1000 to 700 BC. So this was a time or period of a post Rigveda period. So let's see about the Rigvedic period here. See, in the Vedic age here, see, Aryans compiled the Vedas here. See, who compiled the Vedas in the Vedic age means nothing but in the Vedic age, Aryans. See, Aryans compiled the Vedas here. Who compiled the Vedas means nothing but Aryans compiled the Vedas here. And also they have come from, so from where they come means nothing but they have come from here, the Ural mountains, the Ural mountains slopes of southern Russia. So they have come from Ural mountain slopes of southern Russia here, and they compiled, Aryans compiled the Vedas here. Okay, and according to B.K. Ghosh, see what did he opinion means nothing but according to B.K. Ghosh here, these Aryans who came from the Ural mountain slope of the southern Russia here. So these Aryans were leading the life based on Vedas here. According to whom here? According to B.K. Ghosh here, these Aryans were leading their life based on what here? Based on the Vedas. Okay, Vedas, and then and thus because of that reasons here, culture followed by them. Culture which was followed by the Aryans was called here Vedic culture. So because why means nothing but according to B.K. Ghosh here, so the Aryans were leading the life based on the Vedas here. So thus the culture followed by the Aryans was called here Vedic culture, because they led their life based on the Vedas. Because of that reasons, their culture was called here Vedic culture. See, Vedic culture. Okay, and here I have already told here the period between 1500 to 700 is called here Vedic age here, and another one is the period between 1500 to 1000, that is called here Rigveda or early Vedic period, and the period between 1000 to 700 BCE is called here post Rigveda or later Vedic period. Okay, and here we have already known that here the Vedas, so which was followed by the Aryans, the Vedas which was followed by the Aryans, and also they compiled the what here Vedas. Who compiled the Vedas means nothing but Aryans compiled the Vedas. And we have already known that Vedas also subdivided here into four. Subdivided into four categories here. So which are those means nothing but here one is Rigveda, another one is here Sama Veda, the third one is Yajur Veda, last one is Atharva Veda. See, the Vedas also subdivided into here four categories here, that is Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda and Atharva Veda here. Okay, and Vedas, when we come to the Vedas here, Vedas are mainly compilation of what means nothing but compilation of nature worship. These Vedas are mainly compilation of the nature worship and yaga, and also process of yogas and black magic here. See, these are the compilation. Which are the compilation of means nothing but Vedas are mainly compilation of the what means nothing but nature worship. Another one is yaga. Another one is process of yogas and black magic here. Okay, and they are also called as a Samhite. They are also called here Samhite. See, Samhite, see, which was a text, which has a text called here, see, which has a text called Brahmana, which has a text called here Brahmana here, and this Brahmana explains what means nothing but the various ways of performing rituals. What? See, Samhite, this is also called here Samhite. Vedas is also called here. Vedas are also called here Samhite, which has a text. The Samhite has a text called here Brahmana, and this Brahmana explains what means nothing but the various ways of performing the rituals. Okay, performing the what here rituals, various ways of performing the rituals. And also we have known that every Brahmana has an Aranyaka and a Upanishad. See, every Brahmana has an Aranyaka and afterwards Upanishad. What here? Aranyaka and Upanishad. See, what is here Aranyaka and what is here Upanishad? See, every Brahmana has what here Aranyaka and Upanishad. Then what is Aranyaka? See, Aranyaka gives instructions to hermits. See, Aranyaka gives instructions to whom here? Hermits. For what means? Who live in the forest. It gives the instruction to the hermits who live in the forest. Which one? Aranyaka. And Upanishad, what is Upanishads means nothing but Upanishads are the reflective discourses on philosophy. Upanishads were the reflective discourses on philosophy. Which one? Upanishad. See here, every Brahmana has a what here? Has an Aranyaka and afterwards Upanishad, and Aranyaka gives instructions to whom here? To the hermits who live in the forest here, and Upanishads means nothing but Upanishads are the reflective discourses on philosophy here. Okay, And this is about your Vedas. And here I have already told the Vedic age also subdivided into two here. That is, one is Rigveda period and early, or also we can call it early Vedic period. Another one is post Rigveda period or later Vedic period. Now let's study about Rigveda period. Rigveda period or early Vedic period. See here. So in the Rigveda period here, the time of this Rigveda period I have already told, that is 1500 to 1000 BCE. The period between 1500 to 1000 BCE is called here Rigveda period or early Vedic period. See, this Rigveda is the oldest and the first among all the Vedas. See, Rigveda I have already told. So Rigveda, this was the first and oldest among all the Vedas here. Which one? Rigveda. And also it has 1028 suktas. It has 1028 suktas. Suktas means nothing but prayer songs. It has 1028 suktas, or we call it prayer songs here. So which are grouped under the 10 mandalas. These prayer songs or suktas grouped under what means under 10 mandalas. These were grouped under the 10 mandalas here. And also this period, in this period the people settled in a Hindu Kush mountains here. So in the Rigveda period here, the people settled where means nothing but in Hindu Kush, in Hindu Kush mountain. Hindu Kush mountains to Dove of Ganga and Yamuna rivers. The people of Rigveda period, they settled in the Hindu Kush mountains to where here Dove of Ganga and Yamuna rivers here. Okay. See, this is the introduction about here Rigveda period here. So next we are going to learn about the social systems, economical systems, religious systems and the political systems of the Rigveda period here. Okay. So let's see about the social system. The social system of a Rigveda period here. Okay. See, when the Aryans came here, they had three communities. When the Aryans entered here, they had three communities among them here. So they had three communities. When the Aryans entered here, they had three communities among them here. So which were those? Means nothing but one is aristocracy. One is aristocracy. Another one is priestly class. Last one is common people. So when the Aryans came here, they had three communities among them here. So they were here aristocracy and priestly class and common people here. Now, so I have already told here the Rigveda, it had here 1028 what here suttas, or we call it prayer songs. Those were all grouped under the 10 mandalas. See, in the 10th mandala of Rigveda, where in the 10th mandala of 10th mandala of the Rigveda, That is, we call here Purusha Sukta, which is the 10th mandala of the Rigveda, means nothing but that is Purusha Sukta. What is that? That is, we call here Purusha Sukta. See, the 10th mandala of the Rigveda is that Purusha Sukta. This Purusha Sukta says that, what it says? This Purusha Sukta says that God has created Adi Purusha. From here, Adi Purusha. So what this Purusha Sukta says means nothing but, this Purusha Sukta says that here God has created Adi Purusha here. God has created Adi Purusha. See, in the Adi Purusha here, whose mouth became, see, whose mouth became Brahmanas, whose mouth became Brahmanas, and whose shoulders became Kshatriyas, whose shoulders became here Kshatriyas, and whose thighs became Vaishyas, and whose feet became here Shudras. Okay, and Adi Purusha Sukta says that God has created the Adi Purusha, and whose mouth became here Brahmanas, and whose shoulders became Kshatriyas, and whose thighs became Vaishyas, and whose feet became Shudras here. Okay, and also in this period, in the social system of the Rigveda period, one more important thing, that is, see, patriarchal family. We are going to see the patriarchal family. See, patriarchal family was the main social unit of the Rigveda period here. Which one? The patriarchal family. See, these are the highlights of the social system of the Rigveda period. So, in this class we have learned about the Harappan civilizations and also the Vedic Age. In the Vedic Age we have studied about 4 Vedas, and also in that we are going to we have learned already Rigveda period. In that social system we have studied here. The remaining economical system, religious system, political systems, and also the one more thing, that is later Vedic period, that all we are going to learn in the next class. Okay, hope you all understood this topic, and the remaining part we are going to study in the next class. Thank you.